Joining will not hear us.
Yes, I know.
Can you hear me?
No.
Where are you from?
Okay. But someone need to join.
Okay, when somebody joins the link, you can now hear.
Yeah.
Let me join.
Okay. Okay, join.
Virtual access.
Give it a laugh.
They laugh. We never say anything. We never say anything.
Gabriel, go bring us beer filter. Last one. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah. On that link, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Joined already.
So it's like, so it's okay.
Okay, join the link. So
For diaspora and
members,
reasonably absent.
So even the chairman can.
So God will decide when to share the link.
No, we'll share.
You decide when to share the link.
No, not now. When everywhere.
So
No, we'll share. We'll send you
let
the
people
little
come.
No, it's exclusive for now. We'll soon.
I don't like it.
No light. What is there? The power bank coming. God bless you. Thank you so much, sir. You're good. Thank you. You're welcome. How's the family?
I thought I was
Something that can use which I can get my son's
No, it's okay.
just for this laptop and the router.
When they bring that they still battery. The other to not like that.
No, we're not setting it.
So let's see.
the camera.
Once in a while, anyone is talking, we move it. Once in a while, you it still. Okay. Let me go and show. Yeah. So
your camera is positioned there, it's picking me.
Yes, but when I can rotate it.
Okay,
Whoever that is talking now, now put it.
Okay.
Put it on the
platform.
So at least we have tested it working.
That's why we never see it. Thank you for
Okay, just be there. Let me project.
Yeah, sure.
This is my.
So that gets this time. It's almost 8:30. This 8:23 already. It's not 8:30. 8 for 8:30. Are you guys not supposed to be seated? Let's go.
8:22.
Okay, you are supporting them. 8:23.
I was checking time.
You are the one saying that they still have time.
Alpha, how's it going? Long time. How about you? Like you just enter. The oil. Yeah, it's well. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies. You see anyone? After they go, they shout inclusivity. Inclusivity. Don't see them now that they matter. So welcome everybody. Good morning once again. You are welcome to Centenary Avenue. So usually we should be started by 8:30. I don't know. Do we give a 5-minute grace? 10-minute grace? Do we take a step out this morning and say, let's do a 10-minute grace before we officially start? Or do we just start and begin to take account for the 14 streets? What do we think? Okay, all right. So we'll start. We'll stick to our time. 8:30 is 8:30, properly announced. Even 8:33 now. So we'll start and we'll begin to take account for the streets. Okay, so let's start from Dikibo. Dikibo, do we have people from Dikibo here? One person from Dikibo. All right, so doesn't meet our required minimum attendance. Diamond. You have people from Diamond here. Wow. I don't know, there's a revolution happening in Diamond. Okay, Diamond is accounted for. Centenary. Do we have people from Centenary here? Yes, Nonso is around. George is around. Okay, Centenary is accounted for. Grandview. Do we have people from Grandview? I can see Chief. 2. Okay, that's fine. Just. Do we have people from Graceland? From Graceland. Okay, there's no representation from Graceland. All right. Okay, so officially for estate meeting of 10th of May 2025, we have 2 defaulting streets, Dikibo and Graceland. We'll just go ahead, sir.
I thought they said it was 3 representatives per state.
No, it's 2.
The last two we had, they said 3. Last 2
Oh, is that it?
3 now.
3 representatives. Is that the new policy? It's 2.
3 now.
Yeah. Yeah.
The last meeting at Dikibo.
Yeah. No, it depends. Are you sure it wasn't Madam Ikichi that made up?
I was there.
Okay.
So you can check. I was there. We were 2 from Centenary. I was there.
Okay, Centenary.
Yeah, I was there.
Now, wow. Did we ratify it? Okay, no wahala. So on that basis now, if it's 3 now, Diamond no get wahala today. Centenary no get wahala today. So we're looking at
But we shouldn't change in the middle of the game. It has always been.
No, it's 3.
And
No, I think we have multiple people saying yes. Okay, so probably they had a resolution. Okay, so Granville, sorry. You know, I said just. You are just. So we have Dicky Ball, Granville, and Graceland as meeting defaulters for meeting 10th of May. Centenary Avenue. All right. So we'll progress. We don't intend to keep people longer than necessary. We'll progress. And then let's start with prayer. Let's start with prayer. So we'd like to call on none other but Pastor Eze Obolo to say a word of prayer.
Almighty God, we thank you for this morning. Thank you for waking us up. Thank you for the strength to be here. Thank you for the oneness. We're asking that as we go into our meeting today, that you will inspire us, that decisions will reach will be beneficial to everyone. Those who are not here, for one reason or the other, Lord, bring them still to join us safely. May your name be glorified as you continue now. In Jesus' name we pray.
Okay, you're welcome, ladies and gentlemen, again. At least now we have one lady represented. So L&G is appropriate right now. Okay, so before we go forward with the reading of the minutes of the meeting, so we at Centenary decided to do something just a little bit different. You know, just a little bit different to add a little bit of edge to our meeting. So I don't know. I said, let me throw it to the house. What we think when we can. So as you can see, we have a videographer, of course. What that means is that he's projecting this meeting live, right? So we intend to project the meeting live. So we intend to go live, but I'm thinking, what do you guys think? You think we should go live now, or we should give a bit of time before we go live? I think we can go live. Yes.
Will it be a one-off thing?
No, it's just a one-off. No, it's just a one-off. It's just a one-off. Yeah, just test. Okay, all right. So I think we'll go into the next agenda, which is the minutes of the meeting from the last estate meeting. It's on our phone, so we can just pick up our phones so that we can just follow along as I read the minutes of the last meeting. Okay, so minutes of meeting of Castles and Green Estate landlords. The meeting held on the 12th of April 2025 at number 3 Diamond Close, the property belonging to Mr. Chigozie Polaris or Dingba. The meeting started with an opening prayer. The prayer was said by Elder Tom George at about 8:32 a.m. We had some defaulting streets, or rather one defaulting street, and that was Graceland. So Graceland formed part of the defaulting street last month, sorry, and they had to pay the fine for the month of April. We had 34 landlords in attendance on that day. And the minutes of the meeting was read by the Assistant Secretary, Mr. Tope. Observations from the last meeting. Elder Tom George said that the issue of light, as presented by Mr. Brandy, was concluded on, and that consecutively missing the meeting 3 times, the individual will be penalized. Mr. Emeka Ezike informed that there was a suggestion and not a conclusion that the individual, it wasn't a conclusion that the individual who consecutively missed meeting 3 times shall be penalized. Mr. Nonso moved the motion for adoption of the previous meeting, and it was seconded by Chief Chike Okonkwo. The opening remark was given by the vice chairperson to tender the chairman's regrets for being unavoidably absent for the meeting due to some official matters he needed to attend to. She welcomed everyone and thanked all the streets that came on time for the meeting, which showing commitment, except for Graceland. The meeting agenda was introduced by Mr. Tobe. He advised that we should reach a conclusion in our meetings to avoid making the meeting a suggestive forum without concluding on matters as they are discussed. On this note, he asked, what should the estate do to individuals that do not attend meetings? So some reactions from the House. Barrister Okenwa said that if someone misses the meeting consecutively for 3 times, then the street chairman of the individual should be queried. Barrister George said that the ESCO should visit the person or select representatives to visit the landlord that had missed the meeting for 3 times consecutively. Mr. Samuel Johnson said that individuals should be held responsible when they miss the meeting 3 times consecutively, instead of holding the street chairman responsible. Mr. Emeka Ezike supports that ESCO should reach out to the landlord to know why he or she has consistently missed the meeting for 3 times instead of punitive measures. His reason being that there might be some critical issues holding the person down. He said that we used to come out in mass in the past. Therefore, what led to this decline should be investigated to foster our unity. Mr. Chigozie Dinka said that this is his first time of attending the meeting. He said that we should continually reach out to our neighbors to ensure we attend this meeting. He said this is an avenue for socializing and networking with our fellow landlords. He said he met a landlord while coming for the meeting to find out why he was not going to come for the meeting. He said he was surprised at the response the landlord gave, even though he was going to play football. He said that such attitude will not help us, that the meeting is not about an individual or any individual, but rather it's for our own good. Elder Tom George emphasized that if we don't have consequences for those that continually miss the meeting, that we are going to have the massive turnout. We are not going to have the massive turnout we are looking for. Mr. Eze Obulo said that we should think of fines and incentives for the meeting. Incentives for the meeting for people who come. He offered to give a free photo shoot with his high-powered lenses on every meeting day. Said this will act as a motivation for others to attend. Mr. Ayo re-emphasized that the WhatsApp link form has been sent to Mr. Chigozie for him to fill and be added to the official WhatsApp group of the estate. Mr. Tobe said he screens people before adding them to the group. This is to ensure that non-landlords are not added to the group. The next on the agenda that day was committee updates. So from the electricity committee, Mr. Nonso said that the pole and the wire obstructing work at the new gate had been moved to allow work to continue. He also informed that they were working towards rearranging the wire in front of the plaza that was hanging. The centenary light issue is also a work in progress. He said that Mr. Brandy's light issue is purely administrative and that the ESCO should address that. Mr. Elder Tom George advised that Mr. Brandy's issue was resolved in the previous meeting. It was agreed that Brandy should join the estate. And also, Mr. Nonso then said that the light issue will be settled before the next month's meeting. So from the Works Committee, Mr. Ayo said that the new gatehouse is work progress. He did a review and modification in the height of the new gate to accommodate trucks with high buckets. This was as a result of what he saw in Paradise Estate, where a truck couldn't pass because of the height of the gate. He mentioned of the collapsed slab centenary and that they will fix it. And also mentioned of the drainage in the last interlinking road from Centenary to Granville. He said that erosion is seriously washing away the road and needs an urgent intervention. Ayo said he would discuss with the chairman to see how they can dig the gutter in the interim. Chief Chike Okonkwo said that the suggestion by Ayo would be effort in utility. And the reason being that rain is imminent. Therefore, any sand digged out of the place will be washed back into the same gutter. Mr. Campaign said that the lack of properly done drainage in that interlinking road is causing serious flood in Granville. He calls on the ESCO to urgently arrest the situation. Mr. Tobe responded that the point as mentioned by Mr. Campaign was well noted. He said that Graceland managed their drainage independently. So therefore, Granville should manage the little part of the drainage in question, to which Centenary had done half part of the drain. Chief Emeka said that the flood in Granville is really bad to the point of entering into people's houses. He emphasized that this is the responsibility of the estate as has been the practice of the previous regime. Barrister George said that if Granville had done their drainage, this issue would not be on the front burner. He explained that it was natural for the estate to do the drainage when paving the second interlinking road from Diamond to Granville, because they can't do any road without drainage. He also cited another instance of estate intervention in drainage when Royal Estate was blocking the waterways. Mr. Obieke said that he thought that all interlinking roads were to be handled by the estate. So why were they asking Granville Street to handle this drainage? On the issue of the flood in Granville, as mentioned by Mr. Campaign and some landlords, Chief Okonkwo said that all the drainage should be tied into the Portharcourt Ring Road, being handled by Julius Berger and terminating at the canal at the end of Paradise Estate. He therefore said that it's imperative we link the drainage to tie into the drain passing through Paradise to the canal. This particular flow process has been audited and inspected by him and some landlords, and the landlord at the extreme, Mr. Alex, has been advised to get a quote so that he can go on with the drainage issue and be reimbursed by the estate. It's better he does it now so that it can be handled together before they conclude the ring road. Estate Registration Committee. Mr. Ayo said that they have booked meeting with the Permanent Secretary for Urban and Regional Planning, and that update will be given on this in the next month's meeting. Security Committee. Mr. Juchuk gave update on the profiling of the uncompleted buildings in the estate, identifying the occupants and having them introduced to the security gate for access control. He also informed us of the letter received from Opro 19 requesting for an increment in the remuneration of the armed security details to man our gate. The letter was read by the Assistant Secretary, Mr. Tobe. Barrister George requested for the amount they are being paid currently, and he was informed that it is 400,000 on a monthly basis. He also said that if they have justified the amount, he also said that if they had justified the amount they have been paid the whole time, he also asked if they had justified the amount that they have been paid the whole time. Mr. Chigozie said that we should think towards the increment, given the inflation rate in the country has really dealt with all aspects of our lives, and that we need the armed security guards around. Mr. Ayo said yes, agreed to that, and said that we need the armed security guard, and we should ask them to name the amount they are expecting us to increase the remuneration to. Barrister George said it's better they did not name a figure. Mr. Tobe asked how we can generate the funds to take care of the increment, because our security expenses is as a result of the monthly collection, which was done by the old census. He requested for the amount to increase it to. He requested for the amount to increase the salaries too, which will determine the distribution amongst the streets in the estate. Mr. Chigote suggested raising the money from 400,000 to 500,000. Mr. Obieke suggested a range of 500,000 to 600,000. Mr. Samuel Johnson said that we should reply the letter to MOPO 19, proposing a 15% to 25%, proposing 15% to 25% increase for reasons of negotiation. Elder Tom George advised that while replying the letter, we should be specific on the effective date of commencement of increment in the remuneration, and that we should task the armed security guard to up their game. Mr. Chigoze suggested that we should ask Mr. Jacob how much he pays his security guards. This will help us in knowing how to respond to MOPO 19. He also advised that this question can help us in having a change of guards if cheaper and if they are cheaper and of better service as against what we are having at the moment of the armed guards. Engineer Emeka advised that we should put a condition in the reply to MOPO 19, which is if they meet up with our requirement, which is being visible, then we pay them, or else we maintain status quo. The census committee, Mr. Tobe said that they had planned a meeting, and he advised that the forthcoming meeting will form the general house of the potential increment of the security levy, because they would have to do a head count and use this to share the amounts involved. The issue of the landlord and tenant platform. Mr. Tobe advised the streets that they don't have an existing platform. Okay, Mr. Tobe advised the streets that don't have an existing platform for tenants to please do so to help in dissemination of information to our tenants in the estate. Chief Chike Okonkwo said that most landlords that have tenants don't even care to know the happenstances in the landlord's platform because they don't live here. He advised that it should not be a street issue but an estate concern. Mr. Chigoze advised that we should modify it to reflect residence platform instead of tenants platform. Barrister George said it has been a practice in Centenary to properly manage the tenant area and encourage other streets to emulate that. This singular act helps in revenue generation in the street level. He gave kudos to the Assistant Secretary for the way he manages the tenants and residence platform. This helps in knowing the current number of people in the street and people who exit at every point in time. He suggested having a yearly or quarterly meeting with residents and landlords, residents being tenants. Chief Okonkwo was against this particular proposal by George, saying that the negative consequences outweigh the positive because of the recent trend of the Yahoo boys and their gimmicks. Engineer G. Uche said it's important we carry residents along. He suggested that we can create a platform for all the residents with the ESCO inclusive and have meetings with them once in a while. Mr. Tobe responded that it's better handled at the street level for quality management of entry and exit of tenants, coupled with revenue generation for each street to avoid income leakage. He said that the street knows better the residents therein as against being handled by the residents. Sanitation and uncultured dumping of building materials on the streets was another issue that was discussed. Diamond Clothes received kudos for cleanliness of the month under review. Barrister Okenwa said that the truck dumped building materials on Granville and spoiled the drainage, which he has snapped and sent to the security. Chief Emeka Okonkwo said that the dumping of building materials is an estate affair, and the estate ESCO is not doing well on that aspect. Barrister George supported what was said by Chief Okonkwo that the ESCOs are not doing well to check on how developers dump material without minding if the roads are blocked for cars to pass. Chief Okonkwo said that the ESCOs should visit developers, especially those building terraces, to ensure that they make adequate arrangements for car parks within their compound. Mr. Femi inquired to know how the sanitation in the estate is being managed. Mr. Tobe responded that it's being handled by streets. Mr. Femi said that he had asked this question because he has consistently been the person paying for the clearing of the grasses in the last interlinking road from Centenary to Granville. Mr. Tobe responded and said that it's probably the timing and that going forward he should not handle that again because he's a landlord in Centenary and Centenary handles sanitation internally. Mr. Ayo suggested that trash can be positioned at strategic points, but this was discouraged. The fact that people might abuse it and be dumping their trash in those places to be handled by the estate. The next topic was the fundraising for the new gate. Barrister George read out the list of those that have contributed to the new gatehouse and thanked them for what they have done so far. The ESCO thanked the contributors and welcomed the former chairman, Mr. Raff, who had been away. The ESCO solicited for help from the house to support the new gatehouse. The following are the list of those who made pledges for the new gatehouse during that meeting. Mr. Chigoze Polaris from Diamond Street pledged 1 million. Captain Ralph Anefro from Centenary pledged and paid 3 million naira. Mr. OBK from Granville pledged 500,000. Mr. Sam Cabery from Centenary pledged 500,000. Chief Dixon from Diamond pledged 500,000. Mr. Solomon Edunjobi from Diamond also pledged 500,000. Mr. Olufemi Thompson from Centenary pledged 500,000. Mr. Chooks from Centenary pledged 500,000. Mr. Gabriel Adigwe from Diamond pledged 1 million naira. Engineer Mecca from Granville pledged 500,000. Mr. Uche Chidebere from Granville pledged 500,000. Mr. Campaign from Granville pledged 100,000. Mr. Ayo from Centenary pledged 100,000. So these were the names of the people who pledged on that meeting. AOP, Mr. Sam Cabery from Centenary thanked the estate for how they turned up for him during his wedding. Mr. Ayo encouraged Diamond Close to think towards paving their roads as they are the first point of call as visitors come into the estate as soon as the new gatehouse is completed. Chief Dimpa informed the house of his forthcoming coronation as the king in the village. He said he will keep us posted as the days come closer. Closing remark. The vice chairman called on the chairman of Diamond Close, Mr. Gabriel, to give a closing remark. And in his speech, he thanked all that came for the meeting. And they said they are happy hosting the estate and making sure that the meeting yielded positive results. A lot of merriment. He said he made sure that food and drinks are well provided so that we can have a whole day of merriment, which could be evident by what was on ground. The motion for adjournment. The motion for adjournment was moved by Mr. Ayo and was seconded by Mr. Chibuze. The closing prayer was said by Barrister George at about 10:30. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the minute of the meeting from the last estate meeting held in Diamond. So for as many of us that were there, if there are any observations, corrections, minutes, please, now is the time you can just make those observations. Okay. Before we go forward, please, can we just like to appoint somebody to be a provost at this meeting. We go there. Please, we'll appoint you for the provost for this meeting, so you help us coordinate. Last meeting, Mr. Campaign raised 5,000. How much did he raise for? Almost 3,000. Hopefully, you raise 10,000 for us from this meeting.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, good day, House. The correction I see here, item number 7. The last 3 lines in item number 7, last 3 lines. Mr. Ayo suggested that trash can be positioned as strategic point. It was the other way around. It was Samuel Johnson that proposed, and I was against it. Thank you.
Any other observation?
Okay. So if there are no observations or corrections, I guess we can, if somebody can move for an adoption of the meeting, minutes.
I move motion for adoption.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Please, I want to thank everyone that is here this morning. I don't know, I'm not encouraged for our coming out. People are not coming out for our meeting. I don't know what the problem is. Whether it's from the schools or from the street chairman. Please, I want to meet with the street chairman. Please tell your street landlords to be coming out, please. I don't know. Let's suggest on what to do next. Let's suggest on what to do, please. We are not increasing in number, instead we are going down. Last time in that month, please, I think we had a good number that came out today. See the number of people we are seeing. Everybody coming at home.
Sorry.
And I also want to thank those that are always in our meeting. And this place is here. Anytime we go for meeting, we will see them. I just want to say, may God bless you all in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Please continue coming out. Without us, the state will not be done. Without us, we cannot do anything. The schools you see here cannot do anything. So let's continue coming. Let's continue coming. Please support the schools. Without you people, we can't move on. Please, schools, we cannot do anything without you people elected us to be here. And we need your support. We seriously need your support, please. And I also want to thank those that supported us in our project. We raised almost close to 9 million last month. Yeah. I also want to thank those that supported us. And we still need people to support. The work is going on and we still need money. Please, let's do that. And God will continue to bless us and replenish our pockets in Jesus' name. Let's move straight forward.
Okay, once again, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I really just want to, I just want to put a little bit of flesh in what Madam Kechi spoke. We talked about it in the last meeting. Yeah, I think it was the first thing we talked about. We talked about this. We talked about this. We talked about the meeting. You know, people coming from meeting, and it's still not clear as to what people really want to get in the estate. I think it's a point of introspect for each and every one of us. We need to really. I still can't get for the life of me why. You understand? And do people want? I don't know if people want. Do people want a kangaroo nation or a kangaroo community? How are we going to get things done if people don't feel like they need to be, if people don't feel like they need to be part of, the decision making, the things that are related to their welfare and their security. Because basically, when we come here to discuss about welfare and security. Pretty much, this is what our existence here is centered around: our welfare and security. And so when people just have this, what's the word now? Lackadaisical, attitude towards it, and it begs to wonder exactly what people want out of this whole thing. So again, how do we make this better? How do we make it better? How busy are people? Is it really about people being busy? Is it an aspect of people just being busy? Is the second Saturday, or do we think about creating a new timeline for the meeting, or for centenary, I know that centenary, we really, as much as possible, centenary, they try as much as possible to be in the street. So I'm asking, Oga Emeka, Ikipo, what's going on in the okay? Somebody just walked. Please, guys, I want to recognize Madam Hadiza. I want us to recognize Madam Hadiza. She just walked. Please, very sweet lady. We've missed her so much. Super woman. So she's been out of town, actually. She's been out of town. Madam Hadiza, if she's in town, I know she'll be here. So seeing her, I know she's missed us too as well. Yeah, the last time I called her, she's been in Lagos. I don't know what's taking her to Lagos, but I hope it's not going to take her away for a long time. You're welcome. We're happy to see you. Just as we saw the former chairman last month. Really, but Madam Hadiza, people, what's going on with people? Right? We're working on it. Yeah? Yeah, please, let's have those engagements within your, right? Please, I want to send you guys as ambassadors today. Do not say anything about it, please. Just talk about it when you guys go back today. Please, we're sending you guys as ambassadors. And then if there's any feedback, let's know. Please request for feedback, right? Let's see, let's know what we can do differently, right? It's been revolutionary with Diamond. Diamond has been revolutionary these days. Diamond has really, I don't know whether it's because of that influence around more these days. So but I hope things better anyway with the tender. So do you want to talk about the chairman? Okay. All right. So as you can see, the chairman is not here today. He's actually out of the country. So he asked for us to tender his sincere apologies for not being able to be here. He's actually on a business trip outside of the country, and that's why he's not here. But he's very well represented, so not a problem. He has also asked us to continue to thank the people that also take time out to come. So we want to really thank everybody. Chief Emeka, I want to thank you especially. You're always available. Chief OBAK, thank you so much. Mr. Solomon, thank you so much. You're always available. Always available. Pastor Eze, happy to see you these days. You're always available. You're always in meeting anytime. Mr. Emeka, thank you so much. You're always available. Mr. I, Grand Patron, thank you so much. You're always available.
Please, I want to mention something concerning the street reporters. And all the streets are going on, and we need the money. We need the money. It's not good writing that maybe Centenary is owing, Diamond is owing, but they are not paying. Please, let all the streets pay their money. If you know that you're owing the streets that are owing, I think some streets like I think they're owing up to 3 months or 2 months.
Yeah.
Now, they've not paid. Diamond, we are owing Centenary. In fact, all the streets are owing. Please, we need our money today. let that I'm saying the chairman.
Except killing.
Except to grant me, you people are owing. Except today. It's not, is it today?
No, last week now. Last week
time,
you guys
Sunday.
did before.
Yeah.
Okay, last month. No, last month was baseline. I think it was the upper month.
Upper month.
I think it was the upper month.
Some streets are still even last year.
Georgie.
Are we owing?
Yes, well,
79, how much?
79 is owing now.
How much?
1 meeting.
I will pay that. How much?
1 meeting. That was it.
You want to send it now?
How much? Make I pay. I'm going to line with line.
How much? 29, no,
Yeah.
Check how much. Let us know. Let's pay now.
Yes. Before the meeting closes, we get.
Let's have the figures.
So the member will tell us.
Sorry, yes. No good. Let them know that.
Yeah, okay, as the attendance is going around, there's a column for date of birth, right? Just, you don't have to put the year, just put the day and the month. It's important for the welfare guides. I'm sure you guys see that on people's birthdays, we try to celebrate. Right? So that's, people appreciate that, right, when they're celebrating. So that column is for the welfare guide, Mr. Ojuku, right? Just to help him, you know, stay in touch with our birthday month and then celebrate us. So please, as the attendance is going, just put your day and the month. And you don't have to put the year. Some of us are very, very young. So you might be too ashamed to let people know how.
Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to take us back. If that's the only thing, about a few more things that we can achieve today, I think it's better to do that. Let's stop lying to ourselves. Today I'm in my territory, so I can speak the way I want. Last month I wasn't, and I was trying to be very careful. The truth remains, people don't come for minutes. We cannot say we don't know the reason. The reason is very clear and not packaged. There has been apathy because of the new ESCO. What we are saying is, those of us who come and who are here, if we know and have those people causing apathy in our meetings, we are close to them. Some of them, they are our friends. Let us appeal to them to stop. The train has moved on, whether we like it or not. We have a new ESCO. Let's tell them to stop causing apathy for us. Because that is the only thing that is happening. Nothing more is happening. Unfortunately, the former chairman was at the last meeting. And look, those people that were fighting his cause for him, how I wish they were around at that meeting to hear him speak. I don't know, you can't be fighting for someone that has also moved on and is trying to support the new ESCO. If it's out of shame for what you have done before, who cares? We don't care anymore. What we are saying is, let bygone be bygone. Let's move on as an estate. We can't keep, we know what the issues are. So the issue of sending ambassadors and all of that, these guys are our friends. Boya is our friend. Agodi is our friend. We know the engineers. So let's beg them. Let them sheath their sword. And then Come out. All their members. Yes, in everywhere you are, political, whatever, I hear in some quarters here and there, some people will come and tell me, this ESCO belongs to you. And I laugh. How does the new ESCO belong to me? I don't understand it. We are only working to make sure that we have a sane environment, a sane estate where all of us will come and move on. The politics is there. After all, I will say it openly. Before Ralph and Boya and Co came into power, some politics were played also. I was also part of that politics. That brought in that ESCO. So what's the big deal? In our society today, Tinubu is moving up and down now. People are decamping from their parties and joining APC. Right. He is doing his politicking. So politics is something that we cannot rule away from what we do as a group. We have done that. We have moved on. The estate is going on. So why won't people support the new ESCO and move on? Sim Fubara, he has gone to see Tinubu, as we heard. These are politics. We are seeing it every day happening. He has also gone, according to story, to lie down for weekend and begged. I don't see. And he's coming back. He's back to United States. It's still same politics. So why would we have acrimony within us, and then we inherit people's problems, and then we continue to move on like that? It's not fair. We're all matured men and women in this estate. So I don't see us saying, we don't know why people are not coming for meeting. We all know why people are not coming for meeting. And the earlier is either, I've said this thing before, is either the ESCO, probably, I don't know how to put it, swallow their pride, go one-on-one with these people, meet with them, pacify them if there is need, and make them to come for meetings. Or we, as an estate, people that are coming for meetings, will go ahead and do that. We can't continue this way. There is no way we can continue this way. And that is the simple truth of what is going on. Apathy, apathy, apathy. Every day we are dwindling in the attendance of our meeting. Okay, look at Osman Mochigo just walked in now. Last time he was at our meeting. Today he's in our meeting. He doesn't live here, but he has made it an assignment for himself that he wants to start coming for meetings. And today again, he's here for meeting. So why would people living within this not come for meeting? What are we fighting for? What are we fighting for? Chairman was here last month. He also energized the new ESCO and praised them for what they are doing. And even gave a support, the highest support that we got last month. 3 million naira, is he here? He's not here. So if he is the one, I wonder what we would have said. Oh, probably some people would have been saying, Raf is doing this and that. But he has shown us clearly that, look, I am part of you. I am still part of you, and I'm still interested in what you guys are doing. And I want to support this ESCO. So why would those people fighting for him also not come out for meetings? So please, I am pleading with us. If we are close to some of these our guys that we can talk to, let us engage them, plead with them, pacify them, and let them know that the train of this estate ESCO has moved on, and we need to join that train and make this estate what we want it to be. Thank you, and God bless you.
Don't worry, to stand. Don't write that. No, it's okay. It's permanent.
Barrister George, the man of very direct, very direct words. Black and white really. Black and white. Black and white really. I don't know if anybody wants to comment on that. I don't take anything away from that. The people watching online as well, you can send in your comments and we'll see what you guys are saying. But I mean, do we really need to do? Do we really?
Actually, you can actually sit here.
You're welcome, sir. Good to see you. Very good to see you. Thanks for coming. There's really nothing much to say about that. Really, I think it's just a word for everybody to reflect. I'm sure there are a lot of them watching online now. So hopefully we can. Let's move forward. Really, let's move forward. We're all here for one purpose, right? Let's just move forward and see how we can get the best out of this our little community that we do. And hopefully we'll all be better off. Right? Thank you, Mr. George. Thank you. Okay, so we'll try to move on as quickly as possible. Okay, so the last week we were billed to have a census exercise sometime last month. I spoke on that in the meeting. I got in touch with the census committee chairman. Unfortunately, he's also out of town, right? He's not around. He hasn't been around, and he also said he will not be around even this month. I also, who is a member of that committee, as at the time I spoke to him, I was the only member of the committee that was around. Unfortunately, Madam Hadiza happens to be one of the members of that committee representing Kitubor. And just like I said earlier, she's been away to Lagos. Mr. Agodi also, coincidentally, is also a member of that committee, and he's also been away for work. I've been, in the field working. So literally, there was literally no member of the team available as of last month. But thank God, Madam Hadiza is here now. I'm around as well. I think Mr. Arinze, I think I spoke to him, he's around. Committee chairman, hopefully, will also be around. So we're going to carry out that exercise sometime this week. This week, Madam Hadiza, not this month, this week, right? We'll do that. Even tomorrow, we can plan for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. It's a good time. Thank God you're around. So we'll discuss on that this evening. So I'll touch base with Madam Hadiza and the rest of the team. What it is that I suspect that some people from different streets might be tapped on to sit in. I suspect. So please, if you happen to be one of those people, please just rise up to the clarion call, because I'm thinking that Agodi made that kind of suggestion sometime. I don't know if it's particularly around right now. Yeah. So if you happen to be called to sit in, please, I just implore us to really rise up to that clarion call so we can close this out. Remember, we brought up an issue with the Mopo guys and their request for increase of salary. The security boss will talk about that. So that head count is very important in not generating the funds that we're going to use to pay those guys. When we promised them, we've given them a time that we're going to pay them. The security guy will talk on that. So what I'm saying in essence is that by all means, within this week, we're going to carry out that census exercise, and we'll publish the outcome of that exercise and carry everybody along as the case may be. So that's that on the census issue from last month. Go ahead, please.
I promise not to.
You promise not to.
I promised myself I wasn't going to. Not lie. You can't promise yourself that. Who's asking you to promise yourself that?
On the sense of just a little clarification, because you know, I have a special case. Is it individual houses or people that live in the houses that have been counted?
Okay, no, we don't count the people living in the houses, just the houses itself.
Just like,
So what that means is that if you have 3 properties, yes, if you have 3 properties, those properties, no, it's not, it's that those properties will be counted.
so count each house.
Yes.
Like say it's one.
Yes, no. So this house now, for instance, this is a commercial residence. So the number of people there. Yeah, so the number of tenants and flats. So it's about the number of people, you know, in the house. So we count it as per family tenants. Family tenants. Yeah. Okay, so if they are not fine.
Okay, I just want to say, why not let us use this opportunity to also count, do head count, if possible. We might not need the data now, we can just have it. Since you're counting the buildings, I don't think it would be out of place to also know. That will help when we're trying to change transformer, that will help when we're trying to. You might not need it now, but if you have the data. Just to know.
Okay, so it actually translates to head count. It actually translates to head count. How do I mean? For the houses, like your house now, is Mr. Chima's house. That's 1. Mrs. Uzo has 2. I have 3. Talking about centenary, for instance. When it comes to a place like this, I think this is about 15 flats. So that's 15. Do you understand? 15 people, right? So the transformer, for instance, it's not the individual people that use the transformer. It's the house. It's the house. You get the address, the apartment, right? That will determine.
But the number of adults also influence the.
And the private is high.
Yeah.
So my mother and my uncle can do it now. And we count all of them and that goes.
Yeah.
So it's very, very simple.
Yeah. So
You can have 10 people today, you can have 2 people. Yeah. For the house, 1 million space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So the head count basically is on the landlords. So we want to know how many. We want to know how many landlords we have. We want to know how many commercial residents we have. That's where the head count is basically. Okay, all right. So if there's no more questions or contributions on the census exercise that we plan to, I think the next will be the security update. I'll hand over the mic to Mr. Jude to give us an update on that.
Good morning. Okay, good morning. On the area of security, there are some reports we've received as regards apart from these are normal entrance of centenary. Diamond is already closed because of the work going on. Then at Digital we have the front gate and the back gate. There are some broken fence or security labs that have been identified in the estate. And the report was gotten from one woman in Digital, how the daughter was somehow missing in the estate, and she got to the security gate and was told that the daughter did not leave that place. So upon searching for the daughter within the estate, she saw the daughter coming out from Diamond to her street. So when she said that her friend came from Paradise Estate, the other security said that he did not leave the gate. When she was asked, she said that the broken fence where they normally pass to gain access and also leave the place. So on that, the chairman has given instruction to the owner of that place to seal it up or let the committee, let the ESCO seal it up and pass the bill to the person. So that's on that one. Then at the moment, the security handheld radio, all four of them are totally bad. The distribution of the four, one is for the mobile men, one is for centenary gate, one is for the keyboard, while the other one is for the front gate of the keyboard. So it's not even complete because the keyboard have 5 gates, so it's supposed to have one. It's supposed to have 5 in total, or even 6. Means supposed to have one, but all we have is just 4. So then this particular 4 that we have, 4 of them are totally bad for now. The meaning of that is there is no internal communication between the civilian guard and the mobile man. So I've sent it to the ESCO chairman for us to have an immediate replacement. So that's also a work in progress. Then for the letter written to us by the MOPO 19, we responded to them as regards the increment. The way going to read it out for us.
Okay, thanks, Security Chief. I don't know, before we progress with reading, I don't know if there's anybody wants to talk about some of the updates you just gave us. Anybody wants to talk about
I want to comment on the textual review that you said this moment. All of us know how important communication is in matters of security. So I think this is an emergency that needs to be addressed immediately. Because what it essentially means is that there is no communication between the various fronts, the various states with respect to security. So please, it's not it's not work in progress, it's something that needs to immediately be addressed. Thank you. Thank you.
So let me support Emeka, not just so when I go to site, there's this walkie-talkie we buy, and we call it a disposable walkie-talkie. So it lasts like 6 months warranty. So there's this other Motorola that is very expensive, and I think we use it. Share requires it. I think we should go for that one, so that I'll be sure that the frequency is steady and communication, especially back and front gate, is nice. We'll be tempted to go and buy that other small one.
It's actually that small one that we have.
Yes, please, as much as possible, let's not just buy it. That one is very difficult. Other Motorola. Yeah. And there's another Motorola that looks like Motorola, and it's still as small. We use it for our summer operations. Maybe they really can. But after that 6 months, it just goes on. So let's buy the real one. And maybe not just one per unit, maybe 2 per unit. Because that's actually the security communication.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Chigozie. Well noted. Thanks, Mr. Meka. Well noted. Indeed, communication, without communication, there's no security. There's no security without communication. So that's noted. This just came up, I think, this came up within the week. Yeah, within the week. Even as we're speaking now, the chairman just sent me a text. Unfortunately, he thought the security, apparently he's been communicating with the security committee chairman, Mr. Uzo. So he just sent me a text now to thinking Mr. Uzo was here. I think already he's already swung into action, and says Mr. Uzo had some quotes already lined up.
but he's not here right now. So we'll take up on that. I don't know, Mr. Chigozie, you seem to have a little bit of experience. Maybe our security committee chairman, Mr. Jude, maybe they can touch base with you so that for the specifications of the working topics we're talking about.
You should have more than one.
Not the security department. I was not in the security department. I'm a process man.
I don't get their number. If I see anything, I'll just
Okay. All right. Yeah. Hey, our finance lady, madam, Lord, just walk in. Please, Lord, come and sit down. You're welcome, ma'am. Okay, so the other thing he mentioned on the security was the issue of the increment that we discussed extensively last month. So we responded to them. I'll just read the letter we wrote quickly. So we addressed it to the officer commanding OPO 19 squadron. So in response to the increase in salary, the chairman of Castles and Green Estates, in consonance with his executive council, sat in meeting with landlords of the estate, and after extensive deliberations on the merit of the request, a general consensus was agreed on a 25% increase in the current sum paid monthly to the mobile policemen attached to our estate. This 25% increase will take effect from the month of May 2025. We hope this goes a long way in consolidating on the commitment of the estate and its governing body to our long-established relationship. Kind regards, signed Secretary for the Channel. So that was the simple reply we gave to them. So basically what that means is that we've accepted their request for increment in salary. We agreed as deliberated, and I think we had the consensus that 25% was like the best we could do with that. So we agreed to that. We told them to take effect from the month of May. So that is why it has become extremely imperative that this sanction will happen. We promised it will happen. Madam Adiza is here, I'm sure it will happen. But
what's the response?
no, they haven't responded. So obviously.
What date is your letter?
No, the letter was no, we sent it on the 2nd of May. Yeah, we sent it on the 2nd of May. On the 2nd of May. They don't have a choice. That's the lot. But these guys,
I think they will refuse.
you say what?
I think they will refuse.
Okay.
That's what I think, because I'm also having that challenge. I just told them, so it's a good case. That is my own security.
Okay, your own security, yeah.
The commander is insisting if any bit that is not ready to pay 200K per person, I should withdraw his name. I hope they are ready for that. I mean, this is what me I caught.
Yeah.
So I don't know what we are having as a house. I'm not trying to say anything, but I just want to mind them in the position. We need to negotiate for that before complaining the house. Bottom line is that we need to that's the bottom line. So you have that idea.
So if you have this in perspective, so the ESCO needs to have an informed negotiation or unprejudiced negotiation before the House meets. We should empower the ESCO to do that, and they need to opt. I think they're paying 100,000 now.
Yeah.
And we want to pay 125. Yeah, I'm paying 150, and then 16 or 200. So just have that as information.
Okay, so I'm also thinking, could the peculiarities of your I don't know what their scope is, working with individuals as opposed to working with an estate. I'm thinking maybe the peculiarities of they follow you around, right? You get them to follow you around.
They
Okay.
just sit down there sleep.
Okay, this one they're talking about are the people that's at Polaris here. You have Mopo guys there.
And maybe they are going to site, they still go to site. So it's not a problem. Their work is not stressful.
Yes, exactly.
Definitely we will never get
Yeah.
Just to have like a sense there's security. My men are going to just put the security to help assess. They're not doing it.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. So that's fine. Let's wait for their response.
Just have this as an idea.
Yeah.
Why we wait for their response?
Yeah, we'll wait for their response. They haven't responded thus far, so we'll wait for their response. But you know, my brother, for you, these particular guys, honestly, I don't even know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. We need them all. We're going to, for me, I don't know what they're doing, honestly. You should see, I saw the guy, one of the guys. I was shocked. Sorry. Let me call you back. Text me. I don't know how many people have seen the guy. One of the guys. That's the only person I see recently. That guy doesn't want to be a mobile policeman. I think he looks very young. One guy, I drove in yesterday. I saw him the first day. I had to call our own. Who is that? That guy cannot stop. Who is that guy going to stop? Who is that guy going to stop on the road? Ogachi will say, that guy will. Who is that guy going to? They won't even stop the street boys. They won't even stop. Do you get what I'm saying? As in, the guy number one looks very depressed. He looks very unhappy. He looks very sad. He looks like he has a lot of trouble. And then you should see, I had to call, I saw him before I traveled. I had to call our security guy to see who is this guy. Is he one of, because the only way I knew was the green trouser he was wearing. He was wearing slippers. He was wearing the shirt he was wearing. So he sat down there, apparently maybe as a fallout of our meeting, maybe. They now said, oh yeah, go and sit in front. Because that's the only thing we've asked for them. We've asked from them. We've given them, like I said, everything. Why don't we change? That is where I'm going to. That's where I'm going to.
I get my people get changed. Right? Like on Monday now.
That's where I'm going to, because it's not even about, I agree, we will give them money, no problem. It's not even about these guys. I mean, we've just asked them for basic stuff. We've not demanded anything extraordinary. We've come, we had a meeting with them. Chairman had a meeting with them. We've asked, we said, okay, as we speak, the vehicle is going, we're putting the vehicle on its complete overhaul right now. Complete overhaul. What are your problems? How can we support you guys better to give us the barest minimum? They say, oh, we saw their mattresses, they were as flat as anything. We bought them mattresses. Mauga supported us here supplying. We gave them high-grade Muka foams. We buy their gases. Their gas every month. As soon as it's done, every month. Fuel, he spends his money 95% of the time. He's spending his money buying fuel, right? We're not even waiting for the protocol. He buys, and then whenever it's ready, we reimburse it. Do you get what I'm saying? So the only thing we've asked them, Chairman has even suggested, he has even offered to buy them bullets or something. Yeah. So the only thing we've asked them is, guys, please, in the morning, from X time to X time in the minimum, when the traffic is much, we just want to project your presence, security presence. We say, come and stay with the guys. Dress up, be fully kitted. Come and stay with the guys. During the weekends, come and support Papachinos, right? Because that's when Papachinos has lots of traffic. That's when we have a lot of outside people coming. So we want to project that the security in this place. So weekends,
come and come and be fully kitted. So that whatever Papachino's has, you will also, that's all we've asked from them. And it's too hard for this guy. I was driving here yesterday. You see the guy, I was so angry, I almost told him to get out of here. His feet were dirty, he was wearing slippers, he sat down looking so depressed. That guy cannot stop, he cannot stop anybody. Yeah, so this is the challenge I'm having, really. And I cannot help but going back to Mr. Jacobs' security guys, because we've seen what it should be, what it can be. These guys stand in the sun 24/7, they're in front of the house with their guns, with their uniform. So everybody knows that this house has security.
Okay, sir. When an employer is sounding today, when an employer is sounding the way you're sounding because of an employee, he has lost control and he needs to do either stop being an employer or take charge of employees. So we don't want you to lose control. We are not going to lose control. Even if you lose it, control back.
Yeah.
You do what employers do. Fine. Simple. We are not telling you to buy this. Remove these people and request for an immediate change. I went to the office yesterday. I complained about a particular staff. When I went to the office, I just went straight to our table, closed the laptop, and went to my house. Do you understand? You have to go. They started saying, no, you have to go. So I think you just have to close their laptop and go with it. And get new people. And when you get new people, don't get 4 new people. Don't get 2 to replace 2. Because one bad egg can corrupt a lot of other eggs. Get 4 new sets, induct them and tell them, give them the rules of engagement. And that is it. Please don't sound like this. Thank you.
All right, your points are really okay. While we take that as suggestion, we've also interfaced with them. Frankly speaking, the guards, they gave some reasons why they haven't done their uniform because of the attendance risk of Pachinos and the Y junction, people passing by, and other cars. So we don't know who's coming. So it's better they stay disguised. But being disguised, they still wear, it's not 7/7. They might be on maybe 2/7. But at every point in time, now, from our discussion, they are with their gun. Might not be visible, but they have either the small Beretta or AK-47. They have it. Even while sitting at the front there. The particular guy you're talking about, I believe is that black guy.
No, it's not black. It's slim, fair, young-looking guy.
Okay, Oche.
No, it's not Oche. It's not Oche. Oche is there.
If it's not Oche, it's not the black guy.
There's another fair one.
There's another
fair guy.
That can be Oche. Oche is an ASP now.
Okay, I'll find out.
There's other fair guy.
It's an ASP.
All I'm saying is that they are always with their arm now. I don't know if they have. We have these discussions with them, and they've seen the importance of paying with their gun. Let it not be that if there's any issue now, before you can run to go and get your gun from your office there. If you are an armed robber, surround people. Now, anybody that moves is their target. So these are the things we discuss with them. They always with their gun. Once they are outside. Thank you. So let's give them that benefit of that.
So what you're saying is contradicting what the acting chairman is saying.
Because he is not a security. So he wasn't in the discussion I had with him.
Okay.
Sorry, Mr. Chairman. I think in the last meeting we said that we are not actually using 4. They were using 3 mobile policemen. If that is the case, then we are not paying them 125. And if you move to 500,000, that means we are paying them 166,000 something each person. So we should not be calculating based on 4. We are actually using 3. And we should, when we are negotiating, we negotiate based on that. Understand?
The standard practice.
So yes, I think the unseen hand is a protocol.
It's okay. It's all right.
Ogachigodo, I hear you. But you know, unfortunately, 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 in your office, you run an quote unquote autocracy. Here is a democracy. So the frustration comes from the fact that you still have to discuss with people. You can't take no matter how you feel displeasure, right? You still have to discuss with people. So this is general house. So yeah. Thanks for that empowerment. It's annoying. If you leave me, what do you mean? If it was left to me, this guy long time ago, honestly, long time ago. But maybe I'm not as defined. I'm not as refined in dealing with these issues. The organization I work for, excellence and efficiency is something that.
Anyway, that's fine. That's noted. We'll move on. Okay, so sorry, the chairman also just sent in. I guess he just sent in this thing. He wants to please implore each and all of the. So, like I said, currently the mobile truck is undergoing a complete overhaul. The entire truck has been stripped down and we put together. So right now we don't have a patrol vehicle. So it's just to let the landlords know that we have to be a little extra vigilant now and probably not expect immediate response in terms of security. So we just have to try and adjust ourselves in this period that we're having this maintenance work going with the mobile vehicle. So the chairman just wants us to be extra vigilant. Okay, and then also for the commercial landlords, please help us with their past circulars around your buildings, just to help us with the tenants as well, to help us manage security as best as we can. Okay. Thank you so much. Let's move to the next. Okay, so the Works and Maintenance Committee, they are here. Okay, I can see Mr. Ayo. Okay, so I think he just has one or two things to tell us, so we can put your hand on.
Okay, good morning, everyone. I think the report is a very simple one. The structure is there. The gate house structure is there, and it's coming up. The engineer agreed to deck the place. So I was with him on Wednesday to set the first floor. We look at it together. And what we are doing really is to actually follow the approved design by the house. So we have set the first floor, right? Hopefully by next week, we should get to the roofing level. So the work is moving. Like I said the last time, please, I will still employ those that are engineers within us to work in once in a while and look at the place in case of any adjustment before we go far. Okay, that's for the security house. The slab that got broken at the Centenary Junction has been done, and I've been calling the engineer. It's time for it to be moved in. He told me that he needed a large number of people that is going to gather his voice. So between today, tomorrow, and Monday, that place will be fixed, and the road will be workable again. So that's that for the work committee and maintenance. Thank you very much. Please, if there is any question as per the structure that is going on that you need to tell us, please just call me or call the chairman and we'll be there quickly. Thank you.
Everyone,
I want to appreciate the works committee for the good job you guys are doing at it. Just like my big bro said here, we're supposed to live like brothers. We're not supposed to want before the fight for. We're not supposed to be fighting. I was supposed to be here today. I was supposed to be here. I was supposed to come to Nigeria next week. But I've been having some situation and moments with Emeka chairman for 2 months now. And I feel disrespected by Emeka. I respect this house. That's why I didn't take action when I got back yesterday. I said I need to come speak to the house. I have proofs. I spoke to 1 or 2 persons, yes, 1 or 2 elderly persons for advice. I have proofs. When we started the estate security house, Emeka called me. I was on the call. Okay, before then, I took Emeka to my property. I showed him the boundary which I've already discussed with the past guys. He said, okay, if that guy don't tell me. I said, you can speak to her. I took him there. I showed him the place. He said, okay, that's fine. So I'm not going to encroach. Okay, yeah, I'll fast.
No, it's not fast.
Okay.
Take your time.
So he called me while I was away that the security house would like to pay 1.2 meters into your land. I didn't allow him to talk. I said, okay, no, it's not going to work. We have this conversation right now, January. I'm a project surveyor. I had South America and Europe. I know what it takes. Mr. Chigozie can bear with me what 1.2 meters can do. You want to encroach 1.2 meters. Then you want to fuck up that last terrace for me. I told him, no, I'm not going to do that. He said, okay, it's fine. So I gave him, they destroyed some part of that old security house. I said, okay, it's fine, because I know they would need water and every other thing to erect the new one. So I spoke to Emeka more. That was the whole March. We talked January. I spoke to Emeka. I said, bros, how far? Because I'm someone that respects people a lot. I don't disrespect people. I used to call him bros. We are friends, me and Emeka. I said, bros, how far now this stuff? I don't with the pace I think people will destroy that security house. So no, we can't keep this up. I spoke to Emeka March. I spoke to Emeka April 20. I called him one morning. Bros, how far? This guy, they're almost done drainage. So what's holding is just that section. And someone already paid me for that property. So moving. I've been begging the person to chill. So I called Emeka, please, I beg, how this thing now, I beg, if we destroy that security house, and you'll give me time. I said, okay, Emeka, please, what's the issue? Is it the problem you have with water? If it's water or light, tell me. I have water in my compound, just for you to get hose. I don't have hose. I can give you my hose to use it. If it's light, I have lights. There's lights in that house now. He said, okay, sir, just give me some time. Let me speak to the engineer. Give me the next payment to the engineer. I'll send everything to you guys. I gave him the next week or so. Sunday. I definitely gave him 2 weeks. I called Emeka last week. I sent him a message. Okay, I called him first. He didn't take my call. I sent him a message. Big bro, how far now? This stuff will talk. He ignored me. I think it was Oga Okeonwa's birthday. I saw Emeka posting happy birthday on the group. I called Emeka again. Emeka ignored me. The day you posted, I told myself, I'm not going to speak to Emeka again. So I have to call my travel agent to book my flight to Nigeria. The day you posted the meeting stuff, I saw Emeka come to that means Emeka is ignoring me, that he is disrespecting me. Disrespecting me. I respect him. I respect everybody here. If I don't respect this house, I won't be here. I will just, as I come back, I will not that stuff. You understand? So I said, let me just present it to the house because it's really wrong. I'm really pissed with the way Emeka we later handle this issue. I didn't expect it from him. We're friends, but he run it down. I don't like it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, once again. While I wouldn't hold brief for the chairman, on behalf of the House, the first thing first is to apologize. Please, we are deeply sorry for whatever that has transpired. Disrespecting a landlord is something we will not take lightly. Anybody, whether chairman or whatever. So, but like I said, I won't go for him on that. But we, as a house, we are apologizing to you. Now to the point. Committee, building committee chairman. Do you have any reason why that old property is still standing?
Yeah, as for the standing of the property, I'm just hearing for the first time that you were asking to talk to that. The only thing I wanted to comment initially was when I was there when he called you for the extension of 1.5 meters. The extension of 1.5 meters is not into your compound. It's along the road. You have to go beyond the deeper light boundary so that we can come inside the road.
No, sorry to point this out. Because I spoke to him, there's no way you want to take 1.5 meters outside. He wants 1.5 meters inside, which he told me that. And I told him that no, that's why I want to fix the gate.
He is the engineer. He knows where he wants to fix it.
I'm telling you what the maker told me.
Leave what he told you. That's why I asked him this question directly.
It's along the road. Why is it coming to
Mm.
you? It's not along the road. The bound with the pillar. Sorry, sir.
Let's this matter. Allow Ayo. He is the man doing the property.
I was there the day he called you. We took the measurement together. We call your engineer. We look at the position of the gate of that first apartment. We look at it, this from here to here should be enough for your gate. Then now let another measure another like 3 or 5 meters. Then we still look at deeper light boundary. What we are trying to do is to shift the entire security house in a bit so that we can have enough space for people that are coming in. So the 1.5 meter is asking for, it's not into your compound, it's to exceed that deeper light boundary inside a bit. In on the road. On the road. Yes, outside. So we now look at it. While we are talking, one of the myself and Emeka will say we have to consider you. Because if I'm the one that owns that property, if you move in, try to negotiate inside that property may be difficult if the security house move in more than necessary. So we now say, okay, we have to consider it. One of the landlords came here, I won't mention the name. He said, we are not moving into this mass compound. Why calling him in the first place? He said, no. We have to listen to each and every one of us and put ourselves in the shoe of the person that is in concern. So this issue, that one is done now. The security house is already standing and it cannot be moved, and we are not moving beyond that deeper light band. Even if we are mounting our gate, the gate under is not going to go beyond the deeper light boundary. On the security house, the old security house, I'm just hearing that one now. I will talk with him. We need to listen to his own side as well. We apologize all the same.
You have not answered my question.
That
do we have any reason why that old building is still standing?
That's why I say I will ask. I'm just hearing that for now. I don't know whether we keep cement or whatever materials there. So I will talk to him. If we have no reason keeping it, then we bring it down. We bring it down. That's so sorry. I understand.
Bros, George has already addressed my concern. I think to apologize to Samuel. Samuel is a fantastic guy, so
And so see, I know Emeka. While we are not holding praise for him, we are hoping for us. I don't think Emeka will intentionally disrespect you. You know one thing with this person, if you see that message, one respond, one or two things, the message don't go down, don't remember. So guys, don't worry. Wait the matter. If you correct that, other small things, all this is small matter.
Good morning, everybody. You guys can feel that those that came in the last meeting, that the emotions and the shaking of hands Sam was having today was the same way I was feeling in the last meeting. For those that came. And I came today more composed. So I'm sure that when Sam comes next week, one certain Sam is going to be calmer because of the people that are moderating the meeting and the maturity that comes with that. When I was the PTA chairman in the Jesuit College, the Reverend Father used to tell me that the only reason why you are the chairman is because your son is sick and you're paying school fees. Any day your son knows anything, I will tell him in that your chairman manager. There are three villages that are rights. All of us from wherever we are, the east, west, north, we took our money and came and bought land here. That's the reason why we are here. So we are entitled to be here as landlords. And that's why I always have an issue when I exchange it with my fellow, because I'm also a member of Graceland. You don't speak to me the way you speak to me because you're already living here. It's not right. We have to have a conversation, right? And we actually elected you to be here. So you don't use constitution to disrespect the landlord. It's not right. We are all senators. Being the chairman or the Senate president does not make you, does not give you any other type of rights.
Not when Natasha is involved.
They like her. That's what happened emotion. I will desist. So please, that man that made a very strong profile when he heard that, we saw him. George has also made this point. We apologize earlier. Let the ISCO, I was coming late, continue with the spirit of humility. And whether you carry sheep put on that thing, does not stop the sheep from smelling. You must address the issues as it were. Yeah, if he has a serious issue, an issue on it should be addressed, not swept under the carpet. Am I making sense? Yeah. So I think, I'm sure Emeka is looking at me, it's my very good friend. He must find a way to lead. And if he cannot lead, he should resign. If Emeka cannot lead, he should resign. The way you want him to lead here is with respect. If you cannot carry everybody along, you resign. Am I making sense? I'm sorry to this. You're my very senior professional surveyor. I senior me for the practice. Senior man, but you need to communicate to the leadership, and that leadership should be leadership of humility. That's what we're saying. If he says messages, respond to him. Say, guy, this is not possible. I beg. Or when you come back, go to talk. That is just simple. Hasn't it down the entire attention? Yeah. Thank you very much. I will talk about it.
Oh, you pay.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Okay, my own is to actually thank the Works Committee. I know in the last meeting, everything stayed to the end. I know I pointed out about drainage. I spoke about the work of drainage certified left. I noticed that the following week, work commenced, and at least to some extent it has been done. I don't know if it was the expert or the Grantsville or whoever, but at least to commend the Works Committee or whoever that has done it. I checked it through a good work. Thank you. Okay, Grantsville.
Possibly, I've not been there.
Oh, really? Okay. So then Grantsville.
Actually, clearing up.
You are talking of the drainage in front of Yes, Chike said we should not do it. Okay. That we should not do it. It will cause more erosion.
But it has been done now.
Then that's why I said I've not been there. Since Chike said it will not be good, so we allow it to be. If it has been done, fine. Then I will visit the place and see.
Okay. Ground girl.
Which is my everybody know. If I can remember maybe the general meeting asked everybody to go with their appeal.
Okay. So we know what you said. We are actually bringing the okay. Huh? From the last meeting, the general house. I'm bringing
Okay. So please, the drainage in front of my office gets to the gates. I wonder what's the plan for that drainage? Are we waiting for that house to be dropped so that it can flow out, or is there any other place to take it back? I don't know what the plan is for that place.
As it's the water can never flow back. We are waiting for the house to be completed. The drainage has been done on that side at the end. And by the time we remove that old security house, I think the whole thing will flow. It will flow freely. Thank you.
Okay, without drainage, I still have an issue with that drainage. No, it's not that small part. The full drainage. My street chairman there, I'm going to quote him. When we're contributing for the drainage, they say the drainage, you want to contribute for drainage from Diamond Road, which allows you to pay 400,000. So I intentionally gave them 200,000 because I asked and they said they're going to start from the gate. So when they started from the intersection, from this intersection to Sentinel. I called my chairman and why didn't we start from the gate? They said, no, somehow the estate said they're going to fix the drainage at the gate. My chairman, I said, okay, that's fine. I told my chairman that, Gabe, I'm not going to pay 200K until I see they start the job from the gate. They said, no, no problem, just we're going to start from the gate. So when this job of the security house started, I still called Emeka. I asked Emeka, please, sorry, this is what happened. I heard from my chairman and my secretary that the estate will take charge of that training. He gave out now. I said, no, sir, oh no, why will you say that? You're going to do training for you. I said, I don't have an issue with training. I can do the training myself. But I'm quoting what my street ESCO told me. I said, okay, Emeka, please, can you just speak to Gabe and maybe Patio? He said, he's not going to call them. He's not going to call them. I'm like, how are you a leader? I don't just fabricate these things. I don't just fabricate these things. Someone told me this. I called Gabe. Gabe told me the same thing, but Gabe said I should just leave. I did the training. I'm not telling Emeka because I cannot do the training myself. I'm just telling him what the estate told me. It is also wrong. These are the things pissing me. The way he handled issues with me, I don't like it. Please. Don't feel personal. No, I'm going to feel personal because I thought it was my friend.
Bro, it's no vex.
I thought it was my friend.
Sam, it's fine. The next Sam, cool down. No vex.
Good morning, dear landlords. What Sam said is very correct. It was during the tenure of Captain Ram. We wanted to do it, and he said no, that if we do it, it's going to affect the positioning of the gatehouse. That while constructing the gatehouse, it will take that medium to complete the drainage to the main road. That was why we moved our funds to do other areas of the street. Even that same period, Chief Baker was also on my neck because his compound was steadily flooded anytime it rains. Ralph himself called Chief Baker and said, relax. When we want to start this project, we do this section of drainage. So when he contacted me, I gave him the same assurance I got from the estate experts. When they had issues with it, I told him to calm down. If he wants to do it, he can do it because of it. This project cannot be tied down because of that. So whatever the case, we would find a way to settle. There are two chicks, the team pass, the garden clothes. The shorter and older chick, I'm sure it's the one you're talking about. I am the taller chick, Timba.
Okay. Somebody else wants to say something.
It's okay. I think the drainage issue can be settled. We understand where we now understood where the whole information was coming from. Unfortunately, probably that information was not passed to Sam, and probably the new ESCO himself probably didn't have that information. The only thing there is the immediate reaction. That's what Sam is talking about, immediate reaction. So that's taken. We'll keep improving from time to time. We are all human beings, and the pressures of life can make us react in one way or the other. So let's keep praying for each other. It's not easy. It's not easy. I can only say let's keep praying for each other at every point in time. It's very important. Thank you.
All right, thank you to everyone who has spoken. Dr. Sam, how we get the TikTok I'm saying? Elebe. You do for me, I do for you. You do for me, I do for you.
You see one of our problems. You don't come today. I don't know. You will collect money now.
Dr. Sam, we only do for you, we're not going to push you. You understand? That's why I didn't complete it. We can say you push me, I push you. But we will not go push you. We do for you. You're a critical stakeholder, massive stakeholder. So I know that my chairman will never, ever win. He needs everybody. He knows he needs everybody. So he will never willingly, disrespect you like you feel. I don't think it's willingly disrespecting you. Omega will not willingly disrespect you. Sometimes I found that you just need people to keep giving you feedback. Really, you just need people to keep giving you feedback. Yeah, I work. I go to my bosses and I ask them. I go to my colleagues sometimes. I just ask them to give me feedback. Give me feedback. Tell me how you get. We need people to keep. You'll be shocked that if you haven't given this feedback like this, he probably doesn't even know it like that. But like we are not holding brief for. I'm not holding brief for my chairman, even though I'm speaking on his behalf because it's not vex. So no vex. Thank God Mr. Ayo is here, right? Everything will settle now. We'll settle everything. Whatever you need, we'll see. And the money where you collect from person to the person will still enter. No problem. That money, just give us small for our new gate. Just use small of that money. Thank you, sir. No, we just. I mean, after this meeting, I'm definitely going to this. Mr. Ayo is here, so not a problem. Not a problem. Not a problem. So, okay, so the next on our agenda is the Constitution Committee. This aspect. Okay, thank God. Thank God the Mutima is here. Okay, please check for the Constitution Committee.
Okay, I'm not the chairman, but I'm still on behalf of our chairman. Mr. King, So we are still at the stage of collecting suggestions. And what we have done, we're supposed to create a dedicated email address. I'm sure before end of today, we'll publish it on the forum so that people can. We thought it could be come through private chat, but it's not coming as because it's probably people don't know the importance of getting that constitution updated because it needs to be updated. A lot of things within the last few years are already in my friends. Things like condolence, things like even the powers of the scripture, all these things are interesting because things have changed and we're going bigger. So we want to appeal to everyone.
They have to be money. No, nothing there pocket. I say one thing correct.
So what is we just want to appeal once you see that just find time. Just write what you want to do, what us to look at. Then another thing we've approached two estates. The nearby estate here. Because one of the things Chairman suggested 2 months ago was that we also look at what material estates have in place. So if you see we can adopt some, we can look at them or amend them. So we're also exploring that. We will get two nearby estates, but we'll get one from outside the state. Compare what they have. These are what we want to achieve. But really, what we want to, if possible, we should produce a document that is for us. We don't want to copy and paste things. We're individual, different. So that's what we're appealing for everyone to be part of that exercise. So when we put that email, we are different of today or tomorrow. It's find time. We're all busy people. Find time to say exactly what you want. That will finish collecting, and when I edit it, then we'll read it to the house. Then we'll start doing the changes. And the promise is that each of the changes we're going to make, we won't wait until we finish. We'll bring them in piecemeal. For each section, the house will look at it, okay, it for us to go to the next one. That's actually the plan. So our plea is for total participation. Thank you.
Are you there?
Okay, Honorable, please, can we really do market this our constitution and review session so that people can know about it? Because we should market it and people should really be interested in it. And the only way you can't force people to be interested in it, you just need to market it either in different. If I have a broadcasting list, I don't know this, if you have a broadcast list, you will put it in the castle as well. Space, you can go to that broadcast list and tell them, I need your contribution. This is our constitution. So, and we really have to market it so well so that we can have those contributions. And then individual charge for as you said, so we'll have a report. So when people say, if I do a contribution and my contribution is not taken, and I think that you are putting a contribution that for your interest against my interest, I have the right to strictly. So you don't want to throw out a constitution to me and tell me now it's a constitution. Do you understand? Because it's a constitution of the people, by the people, for the people. So it must really be marketed so that people don't resist the constitution. Because when people resist the constitution, it becomes an anarchy. And when the leadership wants to throw weight, it becomes autocracy. And in case of Abacha,
But I hope my point is making
very clear. You see, my problem is it's funny that you only just see.
Don't mind you.
that I only just come.
You only just coming.
because because I wish this is what we can. You see, the problem is it's usually it's a dilemma for the ESCO. It's a dilemma for the ESCO. And what I'm about to say now, projecting the chairman's feelings, right? So the ESCO started on the platform of inclusivity, right? The ESCO started on the platform of, okay, you know what? Let's give it back to the people. It actually belongs to the people. That's really what it is. The estate belongs to the people. It's the estate, I mean, you hear some of the expressions that we're getting, right? When people begin to feel that they are not part of something or they are not carried along with something, you have feelings like this. You have apathy and all that. So we decided to say, okay, you know what, let's do things a little differently. And because the ESCO really cannot do it all by themselves. If they attempt to, they will make grievous mistakes. They will make grave mistakes and they will divide the estate. So what did we do? We decided to create committees. So what we decided to do, we decided to create committees in a way that we've never had it like before. And we assigned people to these committees such that when you put these committees together, it's almost like somehow, somewhere, somehow, everybody is involved somehow. We have over 9 committees, security, census, works, and all that, so that people have this sense of ownership. But guess what? I know what he's being modest. He's being modest with his reports today. He's being very modest. None of his committee members have kicked in. He has facilitated as much, at least as I know, as much. He's on centenary. On centenary, we've sent in drafts, we've sent in, everybody has sent in their own opinion of what they feel should be in the constitution, right? So, and every committee constitutes of one member from each street. So it's expected that that member of each street is supposed to represent their street. But guess what? We're having committees who are not pushing. How much can they? How much really? Do you get what I'm saying? So what you're saying makes sense if the people appreciate the need for what you're saying. That's the truth. If the people appreciate the need for what you're saying, and just kick in, right? So that the ESCO can do, what it needs to do. Yeah. So before you come in, like I said, I'm projecting the chairman's view, right? Right? So that we've given ample time. This is almost like 8 months into this thing, right? And because the next thing is to begin to call people out. And you know what happens when you begin to call people out? People start to act like, but there's been enough time. Let's get this thing started. The constitution is very key. We can't be running an estate without the constitution, right? So constitution is very key. So I'm employing the constitution committee, right? And I'm also employing the people who are here, right? Well, all de facto members of the constitution committee, right? When these guys come up and do their background work, come up and ask us to bring in our ideas, please bring in your ideas. So that tomorrow, when something is followed through from the constitution, somebody does not sit back and say, hey, what's going on? This is not how it's supposed to be, this is not how it's supposed to be, right? So we're not headless chickens running around.
So in every leadership affairs and friends, this happens in committee, even if they are alumni or whatever. I think, Honorable, what I think we should do is, if we are the president in the committee, I'm going to churn out the constitution, as it is the constitution, and we're going to adopt it. Then we're going to get backlashes immediately, because we need to force people out somehow, maybe strategically, maybe pseudo. This is just a suggestion. So we just throw it out, because there are some people that will never come out. They just want this to be succeeding. You want to get married, you don't come in to help them. You must start
the marriage, and people will just join to support you. So I think if you just find a strategy, let's not just be sitting down and waiting for people to. There's never a time you form a committee and all the committee members will come. That's the truth. But you come out and publish 5 members, these are people are agreed. You not see somebody like me that has not been participating, something concerns them. I talk about it. But we must find a way. Those who follow the norm. Do you understand? So that's just a suggestion. Either way, anyhow, let all the sheep just send in one direction. I understand the frustration. Sorry.
All right, thank you. Somebody else wants to say anything?
Yes, briefly on that. Honorable Chima, Oga Chima, you know how I don't know which one to call you. If I call you Honorable Chima, they will think it's your honorable. I don't want to mix it up. I don't want to mix it up. Yeah, there are two different whatever. So I trust you. I know you already have. We have discussed some of these things, at other levels. We already have an idea of the changes we need to make. Like you said, let's throw in something there, right? Let people begin to speak. We want this, we don't want this. From there, I'm sure we'll get something.
Instead of giving them 3 months, we give them 2 weeks that to be adopted. Then your position will extend, just like the voters registration. We extend the so that when we are talking, we posted it now, we have time to go through. We have all the time.
Okay, so on that basis, we're going to put the timeline. This is May, so we want to, by the meeting of July, we want to have our first plenary review session, right? So that's what we're adopting from this meeting as regards to the Constitution Committee, right? From July, the next July meeting, we want to have our first review session.
Does he have Natasha beside you? Does he have Natasha? I can leave us to them.
Okay, so that's actually our last major. But before we go to AOP, thank God we thought we could have our financials before we started. Thank God our finance boss is here right now. So we'll just call on her to, yes, our CBN. We'll call on her to just give us a brief financial update. We're struggling to know the streets that were defaulting. She's here now, so she'll tell us, and those streets will pay us now, and then she'll give us. And then we also have Mr. Shedrack here, who also hand him the mic to just give us a little bit of progress on his own committee, the fundraising committee. Just talk to us a little bit of that, right? And then we'll go into AOP.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, quickly on the defaulters for this year. For the month of February, we have Dikibo and Diamond closed.
Please, if they are here, thank God, Diamond, just credit us. Dikibo is here. Dikibo is here. As you hear your month, just credit us. Centenary is here.
For the month of March, we have Diamond, we have Centenary, we have Graceland, and Granville. I can't see all the streets. I can't see Centenary. Okay, I said Centenary.
How much is Centenary owing?
Wait, let's go get Centenary for you. I can't even see them here. This is Centenary. Okay, yes, for March, Diamond, Centenary, Graceland, and Granville. That's for the month of March.
March, Diamond, Centenary, Graceland, Granville, March.
But we are calling those that are I think it's not.
How much is Centenary?
No, I started from the month, sir. I said February. February, Diamond and Dikibo. For the month of February, yeah, that's what I said. For March, it's Diamond, Centenary, Graceland, and Granville.
That's 10,000.
10,000 For April, we have only Graceland.
April, Graceland. So for today, please call. Today we have Graceland Today we had Dicky Ball, Granville, and Graceland, please.
So we are not going today.
No. Diamond has been revolutionary since last month. He stepped up.
Diamond 20. We need the money.
No, don't.
Madam, confirm. Dicky Ball, we have your name. A couple of.
Dicky, are you paying us now?
I know why. Who is here now? Why?
How much do I want?
20,000. Dicky, about 20,000. Diamond 20,000. Diamond 20,000. Okay. 20 naira paid. Graceland 20,000. Grandview 20. Okay, no, Grandview 10,000. We're looking at 20,000. 10,000. Grandview 10,000. Grandview 10,000.
Madam, how much be our own?
Grandview is 20. No, Dicky Boy is 20. Grandview is 20. We deported today.
We'll pay right now.
We need the money. You will pay or you have paid.
We are paying right now.
All right, so while we're still on that, I'll go straight to the annual dues for 2024. Unfortunately, we still have some defaulters. And I'll start with Dicky Ball Princess. For Dicky Ball, please, landlord should help me with this. If there are names we are calling in error, please help us to correct this. We have Allwell Ebunefu. Is he still there? Shady, do you know him? Allwell. Do you know him?
Oh, well.
His name is Ebunefu.
I don't know that name.
You don't know the name?
Asterisk that name, I will verify.
I have Mr. Matthew, there's no surname.
Okay, Matthew, don't sell your house.
You don't sell the house. So we should yank him off.
Yank him off.
Don't we have a new person in the company?
That building opposite me is a real estate company that bought it.
And they should be paying.
They want to sell again. So where will you get them? They have their banner. Is that house opposite 55? That's a lab.
Okay, the lab. Okay.
So let's decide, what do? We yank them off?
Yank them off because they want to resell. So you won't even see them. How do you meet them? It's faceless owners.
Okay. So that's all for Dicky Ball. For Diamond, yes, only 2. We appreciate you, Dicky Ball. You've done well.
We know.
For Diamond, we have Mr. Chigozie Polaris. Yes, sir. You're owing us both for 2024 and 2025. So we need 200,000 for that. How are you owing? The estate, there's annual dues for every landlord in the estate. So for 2024, the record shows that you didn't make any payment.
Was my lawyer?
I know in our flat.
Because you're going to see the cover.
Okay, sir. So we expect 200,000 for you. Thank you. It's fine. Yeah, that's 200. It was supposed to be 50,000, so he's paying 100,000. Okay, so still in Diamond, we have Chukwudubelu Chukwuma. Do we know him? Chairman, Diamond Close. Chukwudubelu Chukwuma. Okay, what about Mr. Sokundu Tunde Sadiq? I think he came over. Okay. What about the house? Somebody is in the house.
Now a commercial.
So they should pay now. They pay. We also have Akuchie Chimoya. Is Chimoya there?
Yes.
Okay, let him know that we might apply the sanction. What about Chief Dimpa? Chief Dimpa is owing us.
Which of the chief?
No, I'm not sorry.
The older and
Is
shorter
the-
one.
Okay, the Eze is waiting.
The younger and taller.
Okay, Chief Dimpa is in our list. We also have Mr. Chigozie Daniel. Is there another Chigozie there?
Yeah.
Okay, he's a
One
defaulter.
of those terrorists.
Okay.
One of those terrorists. His brother was in your meeting last.
Mr. Wilson Mobo. Mr. Sam Sunday.
Sorry, man, how many years is it?
2 years. I'm reading from 2024. Yeah, 24, 25. Yeah, he has not given us anything. Okay, please. Thank you. 100,000 for the 40, sir. Please don't forget. We have Abamuche Ndubisi.
Diamond, there's a lot of.
Do we know him? Abamuche Ndubisi. Okay, Abamuche.
Opposite that Ashers.
Okay, we move down to Centenary Avenue. For Centenary, we have Mr. Chima Kwezi.
Yeah, he will collect it for us. He will collect him.
Chima Akwezi. We have William Ibama. Mr. William Ibama. Mrs. Selin Zia.
Yes.
Selin Zia shall not pay. Please help us reach out to your neighbors.
Centenary, how many?
3.
3.
Selin, Chima, and William. Okay, we move to Granville. We have Mr. Innocent Wanko, Mr. Ali Victor, Mr. Wara, Mr. 100. That's for the 100, then the current year, you are not paid to.
That's 200.
200, yes. We have Mr. Michael here, no surname. We have Mr. William, no surname. Do we know them? Granville. Mr. Michael, that's what was under the last one.
This is typical of the response Peter gave to Jesus that day.
I don't know. I don't know.
He just sounded like Peter.
Okay, we move to Graceland. For Graceland, we have only one person, Mr. Chike Jude Ojide.
Is it Chico boyfriend?
No, it can't be.
Jude Ojide.
He's my friend.
You know him? Okay, please help us appeal to him.
Personal brother.
Still help us to reach him, please. We have subsidiaries here. I don't know if we are to continue with these guys or to yarn their names off. I have Dr. Momo Mustafa and Blue Richland.
No, those guys, Dr. Momo is great in Ghana for Flourish Garden. Yeah.
You need to young people.
Okay, okay, so we take him out. Okay, what about Blue Rich?
No, Blue Richland. I think they're only connected to us security. I don't think they don't pay annual. It's not part of it. It's not part of it. That's just security.
Okay. Okay. I'm not going to bug the house with 2025 because we're still in 2025. Maybe towards the end of the year. But the turnout has been impressive. So let's just keep the numbers coming in. That's all for annual dues. Then for the new gatehouse, I don't have the permission to speak on that yet, but we're getting the huge alert and we're impressed with that. Thank you.
Okay, let me.
Okay. So we just
Hand over to Mr. Chairman. Thank God you're here. The chairman of the committee for the
Thank you very much. I'm just doing a rough arithmetic here. For the fundraising, the turnout has been very impressive, gentlemen. We actually sectioned the fundraising approach, and then we have only deployed our first session, and as a matter of fact, we have raised over 23 million. So, very soon we'll be deploying our next approach and strategy, and then that will now involve the general house. We want to be done with our first step, so to say. Then we will not come in to the next. Some people have been calling that what's happening. They've not seen any activity. You've not seen anything on the platform, but we are still doing the first. When we get to the next stage of fundraising, we will now come to the platform proper where everybody will be involved. And at that point, we will encourage the house, for everybody to show commitment and to get involved. What we are doing here is our own security house. It's not a local security house. It's not the ESCO security house. It's a security house belonging to castles and grain. At that point, we want everybody to be involved, so we can get this done. So thank you very much, ESCO, for the opportunity to do the houses update. We will keep updating ourselves.
Thank you so much, Chairman Fundraising Committee. Thank you so much. Again, the chairman has asked that we pass on his very, very personal regards and gratitude to everybody who has really kicked in to the security gates. It's visible for everybody to see. Just like the fundraising chairman has said, we can't be any less appreciative or look more appreciative of the guys who are really taking this by the horn and set this whole project in motion. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you so much for your large heart. Right? Thank you for continuing to support the estate, regardless of whatever trivial sentiments that keep trying to rear its head. People are consistently and continuously showed support. So the chairman says thank you to everybody. Thank you so much.
All right. Has Okenwa giving us money?
That is why I said we have not completed that stage.
Okay, he's going to be in the second stage.
No. They say he has not completed.
We have not completed the first stage. Okenwa is also in the first stage, and he will give us money. I have a lot of people here that will give us money.
Uchebilo, I say Uchebilo. Is he in the first or second stage?
Okay, one of Sina, why?
Go Sina.
Go Sina, why?
Sina.
Oh yeah. But then I go remove the Agalam check, he change the tire. So Valley change the he change the tire, me know. Very good, man. But I'm police. I know police.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. So at this stage, we're AOB. So let's just feel free to speak on any issues that you feel you want to speak on. Provost.
Does he have another question? One question.
Digba, I want to see you.
My name is
I'm just seeing for the first time, but I read about it.
Chairman, please give me
on the floor.
There's something I want to talk about this state. That gate between Diamond and Ekibo suggested that let them leave it open after 8 o'clock in the night. They can keep it locked from morning till 8. But in the night, because somebody cannot go to Diamond and go out somebody who stay in the estate and stay with his friend like 12 o'clock. Around 12 o'clock, that person will be going outside to enter the gate again. I'm suggesting we do something about it. Thank you.
So he said let them open it, close it in the day and open at night. I suggest we open it in the other way and close at night. At night, when you go home and sleep. Let us stay in our houses and rest. Because yes, at night, don't be walking around near that you are going to sleep. Stay home. In the day, let us have practice. That is one. That is my point. Now, you can meet your wife. My second contribution is these people hosting this meeting today is Centenary, right?
Yes.
Ogola.
No, they are coming out.
Ogola George. That is just my contribution. But the threat that we had and the intimidation, I was expecting to make sure I don't.
Please, I still maintain what I'm saying. Chairman, either we close it permanently. People cannot be enjoying while we are while we not enjoy. Either we close that gate permanently. Because you can't visit somebody or at the night you want to walk. You walk out of the gate. You guys would understand what I'm saying. Okay, because we are enjoying it. We are enjoying the estate while we are on the 201 road. Please, if you don't want to close that place, want to do it at night, let us close it permanently.
Uchebilo, I don't know, is this a sentiment shared by the entirety of Dikibo? Because I believe this concerns Dikibo mostly, and also Diamond. So we have to also have an understanding that this is a sentiment that is shared by at least 50% of Dikibo. You understand? You're just one person now making this statement that will be taken into notes. It's taken into notes. But we also have to, you understand? We also have to be sure that it's a sentiment.
I want you to look into this. One day,
that's what I'm saying. It's taking.
One day you might visit somebody,
yes,
and stay till 9 o'clock, and you want to go home. You want to go home, you go outside the gate to enter your house while you are in the estate. It's an old AOD, but they are bringing politics inside it. So I know them. So that's why I'm going to fight them till the last day.
I think, I think the way other speakers have done is a very predictive method of contribution. And my professional colleague and my neighbor, the suggestion of let's close that gate permanent, I don't think, I think it's malicious. I think not the malicious. Let us still look at the reasons why you see it. Right?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask or to you know what? Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
We need to have a standard procedure. What applies to A should apply to B. I asked a question. I used to see a truck parking on that axis, that pension road. You know, I know how we fought this man. Was still fighting him to do the right thing. The position is clear. No overnight parking. If there is need to park overnight, you need to get an approval from this. That's what position saying, very clear. But that I don't know who the person is, but consistently parked there. I asked a question: does he have any standing approval from the school? At least you let us know, because some of us see the wrong thing, we speak. If the school has given approval, then that's fine. But today, I can't remember anybody telling us there's no special approval for a particular reason. So it means we are treating A differently from B. So what that portends is that I can wake up tomorrow and start doing what I want to do. I don't know if that's the solution.
Okay. Anybody wants to talk on the overnight part? Okay, so I,
1 minute. Yes. I don't know. This one is my sorry, this is my special drink. And I just want the people that drink whiskey to have a taste of it. It's a Ethiop. Yes, it's an Ethiop stone. So it's a whiskey. It's a nice whiskey for people that whiskey drinkers. So, yeah. We also have for the ladies, but unfortunately, I will warn you. This is honey liquor. If it's in those days when we were small, this is our own chewing gum of now. If you come my house, drop chewing gum as woman, if you don't go back. So this is chewing gum and sweet in those days. They say it's chewing gum and sweet. This time around it's honey. But if you want to drink this honey, you have to be very careful. And then we also have the almost the best of it, the Irish trade. Yeah, I'm projecting this because it's our product. We are behind it, right? So
congratulations.
We want to go to so that's it. Thank you.
okay, all right, thank you. I don't know if we'll take maybe when everybody's done with the AOP, then we can take it one by one. Or we'll take it as we go. Right? Okay. Somebody, I think somebody, which maybe might
Good afternoon, my able acting chairman and executive team. A good afternoon, every member of this estate association. Castles and green, castles and green. In God we trust. Wow, thank you very much. I want to make a comment as regards our statutory payments. We have the state 2 and then on the street 1. And the reason for it is because there are basic developmental programs that we must run as long as we are in this estate and this project together. In the estate, we have the estate development fee, and then we have the annual development fee. And then in the streets, we have the development fees that we pay. And we used to take off sanitation as well as security. Now, the essence is that it's more like pay as you go. If you use a service, you must be part of paying for the service. And I want to think that there are people who abuse this service over time. And somehow, the way we have managed it looks as if they are getting away with what they are consuming and they are not paying. We have made excuses for them and they are continuously not making effort to correct it. I'll give you 2 examples. There are buildings that people are paying rent, whether as bacha or whatever you call it. People are paying rent, month in, month out. Whatever drive through or not, they come in and leave nights as security men, people they give them service. They enjoy the advance of the estate. They enjoy the packaging that they give inside house and the estate. They give address that they give. And years have gone.
We've not paid street development levy. We've not paid estate development levy. We've not paid the annual loan that was going on. We've not paid estate levy years. And it seems to be like a screening for them. For example, the street that I live, Diamond Close, we have one house that is there. That it is a perpetual problem to, I'm not talking about Jesus house. The other one that's called Jesus house. It's a perpetual problem as to these payments. And it's becoming like a body. We must begin to single them out and let the estate use their weight to address these issues. And then I want to also say that if somebody has the courage to put a tenant there and the tenant is paying money, if he cannot pay our annual development levy of 1.5 million or whatever we call it, we should be paying the basic security and the monthly whatever. At least there should be a benchmark. He's enjoying this service, his tenants are enjoying this service. No matter how it is, they say what is good for the goose is good for the gathers. At whatever level they are paying tenancy and tenant rates to whoever, he should be able to pay the streets. If you don't want to, if you want to consider waiver, the waiver should not be all around. Otherwise, we are making the space too big for them to operate. Security wise, the ideal risk for us. Then we have this, I know about the story that the chairman, what trustee chairman talked about. That's when they say somebody has put a business person there. I think it's supposed to be asset when you relate a property is asset and liability. As long as the person is not yet available, we should put a notice on the wall that is indebted. Anything in surfaces is enjoying the correlation of the packaging of the estate. When they come and inspect the estate, the property they want to buy, they write through our loan. They go through us, they enjoy the service. So they should be having outstanding bills over their head. Anything in surface, we communicate with them for the period of this. This is our loan. You should pay us our outstanding annual dues. I think we should begin to have policies like that. So that people don't really continue to take advantage of us, lick us, and then we're just there trying to load. Everybody that space. As someone that is using the service, we should please bring them to the responsible. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pastor Obi. Thank you very much. This is well noted. Okay, I don't know if there's any other. Madam, you have an AOB. Okay, I don't know if there's any other AOB. Okay, so I'll just attempt to address the few AOBs. Nathan Uchemilo, your okay, go ahead.
Only for me. Money is not on.
Okay, it's concerning this one, the connection down the street, the connection between Royal and Graceland. That place is beautiful. I know many times we have discussed about it. So the interaction or is not a thoroughfare for miscreants and people who are in Royal. You see them, they have easy access into the estate. So security chairman, I think security chairman, yes, please. I think it's very important. You know, I think yeah, people have complained to you concerning that access. People still, no cases still get access to there. That's one. Two, I think what our brother talked about, over and over, we have discussed that in various meetings. You know, concerning people on the streets who don't pay. Usually it's handled on the streets. And if the streets cannot handle that, if the chairman of the street cannot handle that, he takes it up to the estate.
Okay, thank you. Well, since you mentioned it, I will start from you because I thought it would be. So, Pastor B, that was exactly what I was going to tell you. What you're saying is noted, but look, the street chairman, and that's why we ensured that even with the last ESCO, if you notice, one of the things that I don't want to use the word, one of the things we stood our ground for with the last ESCO is the fact that the street chairman must not be, the powers of the street chairman must never be watered down. We can't overemphasize their importance, right? So the street chairmen are very powerful. They have a lot of power within their jurisdiction to maintain civility and sustain their, individual spaces, right? So everything you said is noted. We don't have that problem on Centenary. We don't. That's the truth. We don't. So if it's a problem, I don't know if if it's a problem, because I know you live on Diamond. Thank God the Diamond chairman is here. It's a street problem. Deal with it. You cannot, nobody should be above the laws governing your street. So, and nobody should be above the laws governing the estate, living within your street. So if you have recalcitrant people, the street chairman should try to address it. If and when they try to address it, they can't, then they can bubble up, and then we will also bubble up to the house. And once we have the backing of the house, because the estate is really basically the house. So we'll bubble it up, and once we have the backing of the house, then we'll know how to deal with it. But until now, we've not had any feedback from Diamond that they cannot deal with the recalcitrant person Diamond close. So thank God the street chairman said, please take that feedback and see how you can manage this thing within your space. Yes.
But the rider to it, which is like asset and liability for those who are not on ground now, because they're not anything in the house. But somebody going to inspect the house. Somebody is taking advantage of our gates. Is using our streets.
What do you mean by somebody coming to inspect the house?
There's a property. They say somebody when Madam was listing out the streets,
yeah.
they are who are liable in terms of annual due. Yeah. They mentioned one.
Yeah.
And then the person has put the house for sale now. Yeah. So it's an estate firm that is there now. Yeah. Okay. So I'm saying that estate firm. Yeah. Now the way we close the matter today is we should excuse them from annual dues today. Okay, so in that case, so in that case, I'm saying that no, we shouldn't do that. They are still enjoying the service of the. So we should put a notice over them that it's asset and liability. Anytime they surface officially as the owner of this property, they have this outstanding annual dues. So a property has been sold, somebody is still looking after the property and is still enjoying our service. As long as he's enjoying the service, my only that if he's not using the service, I can understand. But we can trace and track that he's using the service of the estate. So he should pay.
I don't know if I'm sorry. If a house, I'm not very clear with the point you're trying to make. If a property has been sold, we have people on Centenary who sold up. Think of Datubo sold up his property. You can't ask him to pay annual dues. I cannot ask if you put it, for instance, on estate. I can't ask people who are coming to inspect the property to pay annual dues, right? I will only ask.
Are you treating the matter now?
No, I'm not treating it. I'm just trying to. Yes, I know. Yes.
This is hell.
Okay, did I? Okay. Do you understand?
I think I understand what he's trying to say. Yeah. What he's trying to say is, if I sell my property, maybe the account section of the escrow should keep a record of my outstanding. So when the new person moves in, those outstanding should be paid for, because while you were sourcing for crime, you were still enjoying the benefits of your asset in the estate. Yeah. That's why he's going to.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, that's clear. So for instance, somebody who was there was going dues and then sold off.
Just like NEPA bill.
Okay.
When you pack it up,
that's
the next set
okay. That's okay. I think that makes sense. Okay. I think that makes sense. That makes sense.
How about
the same,
Chairman, can I
go ahead, sir. That makes sense.
This is about a woman that is, I don't know what she's harvesting on diamond goods.
Yeah.
Hi, your friend.
I'm tired of that thing. I don't want to take laws into my. That place is, I can't even open my room. So I have got there. Then I don't know if I'm going to do something next time.
Go ahead.
To do anything. I'm going to report that place.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's okay.
No problem. I'll still bubble it up to the chairman.
No, go ahead. No, you said it in front of everybody. When I do anything there, They
So
ask
go
me
ahead.
who
Yeah,
told you.
exactly. The Diamond Chairman. So go ahead.
Diamond Chairman. I should go there and run the place.
Go ahead.
No. Okay, now.
Thank you, sir. Sorry about that. Like, no. Thank you, sir.
So
I think you have the support.
yeah.
Right?
Everyone will come out.
Milo, let me tell you. Milo, if you are arrested, nobody will come out. Only you will do your thing.
That's it. Go ahead. All right. So no wahala. So thank you very much.
But what do we need to do around the issue? Yeah.
Can we do something as an estate?
Hold on below. Calm down. Calm down.
Yeah,
Calm
exactly.
down.
Can we do something as an
Yeah.
estate?
What do we need to do?
You know, but what I want to ask is you man keep burning that thing?
He's not funny. He's not funny.
I'm asking you, no, you bring the matter.
Milo, the person has his back. I don't know what you go there, you see the kind of smell.
They are living there.
Okay, remember.
Can we take a trip to that place?
One, just let's go there now. We go now.
Better, yeah.
No
Because
problem.
we keep getting different reports.
Reports, yeah, they're just conflicting reports. Some people say it's not going.
I think it's better we take a trip to that place.
Exactly.
Yeah. And figure out what is actually happening.
I agree with you.
Well, also, no problem. It's noted. Right. So on the other issue, Uchemilo, we've taken it as AOB. It will be a subject for discussion. Like I said, we have to understand that there's a large percentage of big people that feel the same way. How you feel about that gate, right? So, no. We're not talking about. We're talking about. We're talking about the. You said you want us to open the gate at night, and Oga Chigozie has said you should go home. No wahala. I think.
That's what I just said.
Okay, without any further AOB, we'll just call the chairman of Centenary just for a closing remark.
I will call you back. I just leave you.
I don't tell them to do election. Bring in another chairman. I know oversap my tenor. I know oversap my tenor. First of all, I need to. I want to understand the things that Jemilo requested. I want us to have a full closure to that.
Unified closure, yeah. So it doesn't be a personal problem, yeah.
Number one is to open the internal gates between Diamond and Nikibo at night. I understand that aspect. Unfortunately, we don't have a standing security officer there. So we may have to start rethinking whether we need to have a man manning that gate day and night. And that will help with what the request is all about. And that's security too, from what Chigos is saying. Open in the day and close at night. We need both of them to work at the same time. So how do we make it work? Is to have a dedicated officer that will be at that gate, works at night, and work in the morning during the daytime. So that a landlord, whether we like it or not, will not be around. I can't go to Modu's house, assuming I'm living in Ikibo, and then I'm in Modu's house in Graceland, and then we are gisting and eating and making merry and drinking our chilled beer as usual. And then it gets to, into the night, like 11, 12, in the midnight, and then I want to go home. And then I'm expected to go outside the estates and then come inside again. Is a concern, and we have to deal with it. So the best way to deal with it, let's ESCO think about it. If we need these guys that are 10 now, 5, and they are flood, they are everywhere. They don't even know. So we can tell them to dedicate one person works during the day, that place, and then another person works during the night. Yeah, 2 at night is fine. So that the landlord is passing, they will open. Landlord will cross over and then they come back. So I think that's the best way to address that. So below, your point is well noted and it's a very, very valid point. I know. So that's just about it. We have addressed that. Then the second aspect is the complaints of, I don't know, the woman that does, I don't know what the person does there. I don't know, whatever. Another way to deal with that, like I said, is we not just listen. I know he's been saying that over time on the platform. We have never taken our time to say it's either we or ESCO go with him, let him actually show us this thing. Let's see that place. And even know the person behind what is happening there, and even know what the person is doing. It's also very important as an ESCO to take that up with him. Let's figure out who is there and what the person did. Let's not forget when we started, we had a brothel on Graceland, which, yes, for some of us, it could be a way of leisure to hang around and then drink and all of that. But when we found out it was a security risk for us, all manner of people come there. We came as a group and brought a closure to that place and with the fight. So I think that is the same thing that may apply to what Uche Kelo is complaining about. So let's take a look at that place. ESCO is your responsibility. And then if you want the house like where the meeting, just like we used to do in the past, when there's an issue, we all stand up from there and then we go there, see what is happening, and then take a decision and all that. But this time around, ESCO is your responsibility to work with the law. Let's find out what is going on there and then deal with it decisive place. So that's having been taken care of. I want to thank everybody that is there today for the meeting. Yes, despite the fact when we started, it was like nobody was around for the meeting. Then good. We already have a policy that once we form a quorum, 2, 3, 4 people, whatever quorum it is, and then any decision that is taken here is banded. Yes, we need people to come. When we make those gestures for them to come for meetings and they refuse to come, we'll move on. People that are coming, let's keep coming. And when we sit down, we take our decisions and then we'll move on. I'm not even sure all of these people are not coming for meetings. I'm not even sure the last ESCO that we're having that good numbers too. The decisions we have been taking, right? And then they apply it. And that was because of the issues that, what they will use to back whatever they did then, that look, we have a standing policy. If you're not in the meeting, any decision we take here binds you. But we are not asking anybody to take a decision that will be inimical to the landlords of the estate because they are not coming for meetings. We must take decisions that are very reasonable and sound, that when we take it to the public, anybody will tell it to say, look, you guys have done what you needed to do. That's what we're talking about. So let's keep doing what we're doing. And above all, let's be praying for each other. I will repeat that statement again. Let's be praying for each other. We're not saying go to Pastor Jerry to pray for. No, just a moment, a minute of you are saying your prayer. Remember Shadrach, remember Reason, you remember Emeka, you remember Chico's, you remember God, remember the landlords of Castle and Green Estate in whatever they are doing. That's just a simple prayer. So let's keep remembering ourselves in prayers, and I can tell you that God, who does everything, will do what He will do to show us that He's still God. So on that note, I say a very warm welcome. Thank you to you people. As we go, may God keep leading us, directing our paths. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen.
Pastor Obilo, last time he lost his mother, and as an estate, we want to say sorry, and I want to give you your statutory right as an estate. So you come forward, we give it to you. Let me stop. Let me snap.
Thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate this innovative addition you added to you brought color to our meeting, and we say thank you so much. Really, as an estate, we condole with you on the passing of mommy, and we pray that God will, for us who are alive, will continue to give us strength. So this is on behalf of the chairman. This is from the estate. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
On behalf of the family, I have to say, it's not done. I wasn't even expecting. I didn't know that something like this. It's a big surprise. Has bound us together. It's my prayer and earnest desire that law will continue, not just continue, but will grow bigger and bigger in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Okay, on that note, I think we've come to the end of this May meeting. Right? So we want to invite Mr. Ayo. Okay, sorry. Please, before we say our closing prayer, can somebody move motion for adjournment of this meeting to the next meeting? Who are you? I have one question. Is there any seconder to this meeting? Well, we missed you. Come on, here, Mege. We've missed you in this meeting. Come on, here, Mege. Why we missed you?
You see what I'm saying?
We missed you. You understand? Good to see you, sir. Good to see you, sir. All right. So, Mr. Ayo. Mr. Ayo, please.
Everlasting Father, King of glory, we come to bless you. We give you all the glory. We give you all the adoration. We thank you on behalf of this estate. We thank you for what you are doing in our midst. We thank you for every family that is represented here. We thank you for the blessing you are releasing unto us. We bless you for our help. We bless you for the privileges to see on daily basis. We sleep and wake up
We thank you for good report that we see from our people, both within the countries and abroad. We appreciate you. We are not taking this one for granted. We just come back all the glory unto you. Take all the glory, Lord, in the mighty name of Jesus. Everlasting Father, we thank you for today's meeting. We thank you for the success we have recorded. We thank you for the unity within the estate. We thank you for the peace we enjoy. We thank you for the harmony. And we thank you for the love we share. We give you all the glory. Thank you, Abba Father, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Father, Lord, by the time we gather again next meeting, we shall have every cause to rejoice in you and to return back all the glory unto you. Take all the glory today and forever in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. We pray.
Amen. Sorry, I forgot something.
I forgot something.
Yes. The thing I forgot was that I actually had in mind that look, for us not to be looking for public address system every time we want to have a meeting, why don't the estates buy their own so that for every meeting we'll just move it, we'll have a secretariat, we'll just move it to that street to host the meeting instead of having people to work. Yeah, I forgot that.
Is it done? Is it done?
Yeah, done.
We have to clap for them now. Yes, good.
No, they've not done it.
No, we have not done it.
I thought you said it's done.
No, it's
I want to say something again. For those of people who contributed money for Gota and they are forcing people to stand in front of their gate, they should mind themselves. I'm talking about diamond clothes. People who were supposed to contribute 400,000 each or 200, people to contribute 100,000 and say they must start from the scale before he will start. Please don't mind him. Don't mind him. Start from where you are doing it. We move.